What's good, y'all? It's your boy Church Boy V back with another video. Just waking up, but we're gonna watch this video. Corey speaking somewhat about these prosperity preachers. That's what I'm gonna call it. But y'all, let's get into the video. It's a great discussion. Let's get it.
Name is Bishop Darrell Hines, I think Darrell Hines. Never really heard of him before. I may have, I don't think I have, but that's not the point. What he says and the applause that he gets just kind of indicative of the state that we're in many of today's churches. Let's go ahead and let him speak. You'll see why he's unqualified. He's going to say some things now. He starts off saying some things that, okay, whatever. But then he goes a little too far. As a matter of fact, he gets ridiculous.
I don't know what you lost over time, and I don't know what the enemy said you couldn't have, but the devil can't steal nothing from me, and God is my source, and it's just a matter of time before I get all of his promises. I want you to...
Now, a couple of things. One, the assumption that the reason you don't have something is because the devil stole it. Well, let's be honest. In most cases, and he's speaking materialistically about money, the reason why most people don't have what they want financially, it's not the devil. In most cases, it's poor decisions, bad financial decisions, mismanagement, not putting money here or there. That's really, in most cases, and I mean most cases, 90+%. It's not as though these folks were wealthy and then all of a sudden something came and took their finances away. That's not what we're talking about. And so we want to blame the devil rather than blaming people's mismanagement. But then again, you got people who want to not accept responsibility and feel good at the end of the sermon, because after all, that's how they also give money to him.
You to know God wants you to possess wonderful things. He wants you to have wonderful jobs and wonderful homes and wonderful cars. And
is that true that God wants you to have wonderful cars and wonderful jobs and wonderful homes? No. As a matter of fact, Paul tells Timothy, he says, if we have food and covering, with these we shall be content. But those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a snare and many foolish and harmful desires which plunge men into ruin and destruction. Some of those same things that folks may have, the bad decisions that they made in the past, they either wanted to be rich or wanted to live like they were rich. But if you've got the bare necessities, Paul says that's enough. If you got food and you got a roof over your head, well, he says that's enough, because again, remember, this isn't your final destination.
Beautiful clothes on your back. Don't let nobody fool you and make you think that God wants you broke down, toe up, looking raggedy, half making it, can't get through. God can't get a testimony out that you may.
That is horrible. That's just stupid. God can't get a testimony out of that. Well, first of all, the testimony that you're supposed to be offering isn't what God has done for you in terms of, I got this amount of money, I got this bank account. That's not the testimony that he's looking for. The testimony is what Christ has done in your life, what Christ has done with his life to pay for your life. That's the testimony. But God can't get a testimony out of you being broke. Or remember, in the ministry, and this is when Christ was walking around in his incarnation, the Bible tells us, lets us know in various different places, that they were supported, the ministry was supported by other people. Here we have in Luke 8:2 and 3, but 3, and Joanna, the wife of Chuza, Herod Stewart, and Susanna, and many others who were contributing to their support out of their private means. They were coming out of their own account to pay for them, had to eat and go places, things like that. And so they relied on other people. Remember, even after that, Peter comes to a man who is begging for alms, begging for something. What does Peter say? I don't have any money. I do not possess silver and gold, but what I do have, I give to you. But God can't get a testimony out of that. And the apostles, who better exemplify what it means to be godly than most of us, certainly this bishop who's not qualified, we'll talk about why he's not qualified in a second, but he exemplifies Christianity more than him. He didn't have any money, but we couldn't get a testimony out of Peter's life, could we?
You may not have everything that you thought you're going to have, but I'm here to tell you today, God spoke to me in my study and told me to tell you he's going to restore your possessions.
God spoke to me and told me to tell you, not in some sort of dream, but in the scriptures, to tell you, anyone else who's listening, that this guy is not qualified. Why? Because as this person, he says the qualifications are, and let's just drop down to in these qualifications, verse 3. Not addicted to wine or pugnacious, but gentle, peaceful, free from the love of money.
Yeah.
Sir, you're not qualified. It's just that simple.
Don't know. I don't know. You may have to help me, Pastor Brandon. I don't know who I'm talking to in here today, but God told me to tell you, get ready in this season of restoration to get your possessions back. Slap somebody high five and say, "He's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back."
There's always a season of something, a season of restoration,
Like,
a season
what
of
are you
good and
talking
plenty,
about, man?
a season of overflow, a season of this, a season of that. Why can't the word be enough for us to rely on instead of hoping for something more to come? We want more than what the word gives. But speaking of the very word that this unqualified preacher is speaking about, or not speaking about, I should say, Paul tells us how we should be. In Philippians 4, let's go to verse 11. He says, "Not that I speak from want." By the way, Paul relied on people to give to support him as well. "Not that I speak out of want, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am in. And I know how to get along with humble means. That means not having not a lot of money. And I know how to live in prosperity, meaning having a lot of money. In any and every circumstance, I've learned the secret of being filled and growing and going hungry, both of having abundance and suffering need. I can do all these things through him who strengthens me." That's his point. This man's point is, no, you need more than that. No, don't listen to Paul. Don't listen to Peter. Don't listen to Jesus. Listen to me. God wants you to have money. Well, notice what he won't do. He won't find a text, nor will anyone else find a text that supports that. That's why you should leave these people alone. They don't have enough Bible to get you through, but what they do have are some hopes and some dreams, some
Man, I had to cut it short. I thought that was the end of it, but he was still talking, so that was my fault. But don't listen to that type of preaching, because all he doing is building people's hopes up, because we have bad money management. So God wants us to be blessed spiritually way more than financially. So we don't want to hear that cotton candy message. But hope y'all having a blessed day. Hope y'all got some out of this. Y'all take care. Know I love you, and the Most High love you first and foremost. It's your boy. Peace.